Hi, hashtag moms. I'm Drea from the hashtag moms journal, and I'm going to be reviewing books about motherhood. There's a lot of great books out there about parenting, but on our channel, we really try to focus on self-development and self-care for mothers because we're growing and learning and evolving right alongside with our children. And yeah, I'm not going to review them personally because I feel like there's a book out there for everyone. So I'm going to talk more about who I think the book might appeal to. So this time I read, or listened to, I should say, The Magic of Motherhood by Ashlee Gadd. And I listen to audiobooks usually because I have 2 toddlers and that's what I have the time and energy for is audiobooks. And essentially it's a compilation. So it's by Ashlee Gadd, but she's like the curator. So she's putting all these kind of journal entries together about motherhood. So if you've heard of Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul, or maybe if you're into poetry, you've heard of poetry anthologies where it's several writers writing on the same topic. So that's how this feels. It feels like essays or journal entries from different moms. And if you're familiar with our channel as well, you know that the hashtag moms journal started like that. We started doing journal entries from moms of diverse backgrounds. So that's what this is, and there are 33 entries. Might sound like a lot, but on the audiobook, they range from 5 to 10 minutes, so they're not long stories at all. And they give different experiences. So generally, it's the mom writing to herself and reflecting on something in her journey. So that could be, you know, the preparation for motherhood, all the things you thought that you need beforehand versus realizing what's really important when the baby comes. There were ones about anxiety, about infertility, and the questions that come up with that, about adoption, about building your community and being a community for other moms. And yeah, there are just a lot of different stories about the motherhood experience. And a highlight for me, I would say, in this book is several moms writing about what their children taught them about life through motherhood. So one mom talks about, you know, instead of wanting to be Superwoman, wanting to be Wonder Woman, because, you know, wonder is something that is a lot more attainable, and that is just a way that you look at life as opposed to like being super mom and trying to do everything, you know, more you're having a curiosity about life. So definitely a lot of different stories that are really relatable and personal to people's experiences. And this book doesn't give tips about how to, you know, feed your baby or do anything specifically, but it more gives affirmations and it gives kind of spiritual, emotional support towards what you could be thinking at the time. Moms who might think they're the only person experiencing something or wondering why more moms don't share about the harder aspects of motherhood. So in terms of who it would be good for, I have to say I was surprised that this book has a lot of references to Christianity in it, to Jesus and God, which of course is wonderful. If you're a Christian, then I think you'll really resonate with that. But after the first 2 mentions, I thought, oh, of course there's going to be moms in there that are Christian. But then I heard maybe 5, or maybe there's 5 or 6 mentions of it in it. And then I start thinking, oh, is this a community for Christian moms? Because there was nothing in the description that said that. So that's a good thing to know, that there are not half the stories, I would say, less than half the stories, but there are several stories that talk about having a relationship with God or trusting in Jesus. So if you're a mom who's Christian or who's comfortable with references to God and spirituality, then this would be something that would be more for you. The other thing that I will say is the experiences seem to be very much suburban American motherhood. So I found myself thinking, oh, probably the same demographic that liked Eat, Pray, Love would be the demographic that would be most resonating with this book, you know, because only one person read them in the audiobook. So I don't know the diversity of backgrounds of the moms who wrote in, but just from hearing their stories, it sounded like a lot of moms who were in 2-parent homes, who were able to travel, who had like, you know, maybe middle class paying jobs. So that's something to think about as well when deciding whether this is going to be a good book for you. Of course, some of these lessons are universal, no matter what your economic status is or your background is. There's universal lessons in motherhood and feeling overwhelmed and wanting to do everything and wondering why moms and grandmoms and aunties in your life didn't tell you more about, you know, the ups and downs of motherhood. But also you want to be mindful, you know, that if spirituality and travel and work and that kind of stuff are things that are true to your life as a mother, then this would resonate the most with you. So let me know if you have listened to or read this book, and tell me what book that I should give a summary on next. I'll see you next time.